Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. And in this video we're going to give the Alexa Bliss character the spotlight. Now obviously on time recording this video, Alexa Bliss is not on WWE TV. She's not going to be on WWE TV for the foreseeable future. If we strip away the kayfabe, Lexi is pregnant, she's expecting a baby girl, and she's more than likely not going to be back in WWE until 2024. At the very earliest, I'm thinking more spring 2024. However, that doesn't mean we need to forget about the Alexa Bliss character, and we can discuss and look at ways that they will rebook the Alexa Bliss character upon her return. Now, before we get into the juicy stuff, as always, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. I really miss the Alexa Bliss character, I must admit, and I know many fans aren't a fan of reintroducing her alongside Bray Wyatt. Many fans feel that we need someone new. However, if you look at the whole storyline narrative up until the Bray Wyatt return, the White Rabbit project, if we go all the way back to that, it was very clear that there was going to be a reunion of sorts. You had the whole Samson and Delilah references. Look at what Uncle Howdy said when Bray Wyatt returned at Extreme Rules on that screen. Who killed the world and all of that, right? You did, madam. So very, very clearly, the narrative has been that Uncle Howdy has tried to get Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss to embrace the darkness and revel in who they are. To hook back up again, sync back up and wreak havoc in WWE. And say what you like about Alexa Bliss, Bray Wyatt clearly has interest in working with Alexa Bliss again. He even said in a kayfabe interview alongside Ryan Satin that him and Alexa will always be connected. Take it with a pinch of salt because you can never believe what Bray Wyatt says. It looks very likely that the angle heading into this year's WrestleMania was for Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt to reunite again. Now, if we take things a step further, it looks even more likely that Alexa Bliss was going to bring back The Fiend. We saw The Fiend in the box on the other side of the Firefly Funhouse, and I'm convinced that was Alexa Bliss held hostage in the Firefly Funhouse playing with those Undertaker action figures. I'm convinced of it. And I very much believe that the full narrative to WrestleMania was for those two to link up again, for Alexa to bring back The Fiend. That was a major angle, and then post WrestleMania a faction angle to be introduced where Bray, Alexa and Eric Young were supposedly supposed to be working together. Now obviously Eric Young is not with WWE, we've talked about that a million times on this channel, and Alexa Bliss is now pregnant and Bray Wyatt has a very serious physical issue. So those plans got scrapped, but since then there's been so much speculation surrounding a new Bray Wyatt faction. Is he going to bring new members? And I'm cool with that, I'm down for that, but one thing I'm going to stand my ground on is they should wait for Alexa Bliss if there's any Fiend angle here. And there's a big if, there's no guarantee they're going to return the Fiend, but if they're going to, Alexa Bliss should be the only one to do it, and it should happen and wait to happen until next year's WrestleMania. WrestleMania 40, Philadelphia. Think of the moment. Like, it'd be massive, wouldn't it? Return of the iconic Fiend, darker alter ego of Bray's, for Alexa Bliss and Bray to connect once more and wreak havoc in WWE. Like, just imagine. And to fill the gap from now until then, we can see more from the Eater of Worlds version of Bray. Cult leader Bray, shenanigans with Uncle Howdy, wherever that takes us. And before you know it, just like that, it'll be WrestleMania next year, the lead up to, and Alexa Bliss's return. Now, we don't know, there's no definite date on when Alexa's going to return. Alexa probably doesn't even know herself, so plans might shuffle. But for me, it would make sense to hold off on the angle that was supposed to happen this year and postpone it till next year. In the meantime, get some other disciples that Bray Wyatt can work alongside, and I'll leave that to your imagination. But what do you think? How would you book Alexa Bliss's 2024 return? Would you have her with Bray? I know many fans aren't a fan of it. They don't want Bray to work alongside Alexa, but Bray does want to work alongside Alexa. Clearly, if these were the original plans heading into and post WrestleMania this year, it seemed very apparent, those whole Samson and Delilah references and the lead up to Bray's return, that this was going to happen. The Howdy's mission all along was to get those two to connect together. Things to come full circle. We'll never truly know what that circle means. We'll have to wait and see. But I just want to get your thoughts and opinions on how you would personally book Alexa Bliss. Just because she's off WWE TV doesn't mean we can't talk about her character. For me, she smashes the darker gimmicks. She really enjoys playing the darker gimmicks. And she does a great job, I think, in my personal opinion. This is where she works her best from a character perspective. Now, if I'm being really picky, my favourite version of Alexa Bliss was Goddess Alexa Bliss. I think it just suited her perfect. She was that Mean Girls type character that just had that it factor. For someone that's literally only 5'1", she had one hell of a gob on her, and she could perform in the ring, and she just carried it off, didn't she? And that was a dominant version of Alexa Bliss with all the major titles. I kind of miss that version, but also I'm not naive. I accept that those times are probably past in terms of Alexa replaying that type of gimmick. She wants to do something new. She wants to do something darker. That's where she feels is the best lane for her. And kudos to her, because whatever she does, I just want her to enjoy playing the role she does. And the majority of people like it over the people that don't. So WWE know they're going to want to capitalize. They know there's merch at the end of the day here. And if you connect Bray and Alexa together, it will sell regardless. Alexa Bliss is massively popular amongst a lot of WWE fans, so they're going to go with it. Now, personally, Nikki Cross, Shotzi, or Liv Morgan, I also feel could fill that role really well. And maybe they will. Maybe they work alongside Alexa at a later date. But her space, if there's going to be a Bray Wyatt faction in the future, for me personally, should be saved. Again, that's just my opinion. Thank you so much for watching the video. As always, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one.